What up? What the deal? What the deal? Anthony, what up? Trash Game Dev, what up? Hit the like button. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. That would be nice. You know what? Let me see if this works. This worked yesterday. I'm gonna do a post about that I'm live because it seemed to bring a lot of people in yesterday. So let's see if it works again. We'll do this one. All right, let's try that picture. Now let's do a post. Hold on, just bear with me, peoples. Bear with me. I'm gonna try and put a post up, letting people know we talking right now. So let me get the picture. Let me get the picture. There it is. Talking Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia aftermath. Talking Devin versus Ryan Garcia aftermath. Now live. Tap in. All right. Here we go. All right. Boom. All right. We're up in this piece. All right. Eon, what's up? Just now figuring what out. Nah, the alert went out. I'm just Yeah, I guess I am figuring that out. I thought the alert's enough. What do you want from me? Hope you're doing well. Thank you. You too. Yo. What up, Santos? What up? What is going on? I put out a couple videos today about Ryan. One video about Ryan highlighting his hand speed. A lot of people got this wrong. What happened? What is it that Bowen arrow jab where he drops back down and powers? What? Oh, no, I don't get that one. What's that, big play? Was only showing. No, I don't get that one. I don't get it. Is it crazy to say I'm more surprised that Haney lost more than Ryan actually winning? Well, it's kind of the same thing, no? If you're surprised that one guy lost, then you're also surprised the other guy won, right? I mean, I get what you mean, but it's kind of the same thing. Everybody was surprised. It was a surprising chain of events. Yeah, you gotta promote. Well, we'll see. I just put it up there, so we'll see what happens. Walter, what up, bro? I saw it live. Shit was packed. Yeah, I was there live too, man. In press row, and energy was wild. Ryan weight bully, the weight bully. Devin got a taste of his own medicine. Well, maybe that's true. Hard to tell though. Hard to tell. But what's next? What's next for each guy? That's the question. What is next? Ryan also clinching a lot, like Devin always does. I think he planned for that. Yeah, I mean, they both clinched, but the difference was Ryan was clinching when he didn't have to. Dev was clinching because he was constantly about to go down. Should Devin take a fight later this year or wait? I don't know. That's a hard one because we don't know what kind of state he's in physically, mentally, nothing. Nah, I don't fight Pitbull. That's not a big money fight. Ryan versus Barrios? I don't know. Barrios probably loses, but it's hard to tell. I was hearing Ryan call out EJ. He was? A lot of people got this wrong. It was the bow and arrow jab where he throws, he drops the backhand down, sets himself up for the check hook, where Ryan's got to his psyche. Nah, Ryan threw a very classic, he did it very simple. He hooked off the jab, meaning you throw the jab, then with that same hand, if you're fast enough, you can come across and throw the hook. I could do that easily. Those of you who don't believe me, check my resume. But it's hard to do. It's hard to do. Devin versus Rowley, maybe. Ryan on his high horse, yeah, he is. But doesn't he kind of deserve it? And he called out Sean O'Malley. I mean, Ryan is, what up, band up? Got to put that K in the Marco, band up. Put the K in there. I ain't Italian. I think Ryan should still fight Rowley. Why? What do you think about Tim Bradley hating and won't eat the crow? What does eat the crow mean? I've heard people say that. I don't know what it means. I'm assuming from the context of your message that it means admitting you're wrong, but I don't know what that means. What up, Army? What up, Derek? Boots will hurt, right? Yeah, I don't think Ryan wants to fight Boots. I would not advise that path of action. Simply put, Ryan was stronger and faster. Need to be technical. Well, somebody put a message out that said, ability won over hard work this night. God-gifted talent won over hard work. And that's kind of what happened. My voice commander sucks sometimes. Oh, okay. Hit the like button. Word up. Big shout to D Stuff. Hitting me with that 5-piece. Hit me with a 5-piece right on the chin. I take it because that's my man D Stuff. Yo, Mark, I was listening to trainer Bredman Edwards yesterday, and he stated Devin needs to get back in the ring ASAP. What's your thoughts? Well, no. I shouldn't say no. I don't know, and he doesn't know unless he's close to Ryan to Devin's camp. If Devin is physically hurt or emotionally hurt, he needs to recover. You don't jump in. But if he's all good and just wants it back in blood, and he's one of those kind of dudes, and he learned from it, fine. So you can't really answer that because you don't know. You don't know what he's like. The typo. No worries. Accepting your loss. It means you were wrong in accepting the loss. Okay. Eating the crow. Why don't they just say you were wrong? What's up, Sine? Sine. Welder. Weldeberhan. Sine Weldeberhan. That's a mouthful. What's going on? You're American? It's like Swedish or something, right? If Ryan was to fight Cruz or Tank and smoke them, do you think he would have a chance against Boots? I don't know. No, you can't compare Boots and Pitbull Cruz or Boots and Tank. You beat Tank, and Boots is a whole different animal. I think after Dev gets rocked the first time, his game plan went, nah, he was just hurt. I don't think he ever recovered. What's up, Skips? Do you like the Cruz versus Ryan fight idea? No. Devin will be weak at 135, but he will have more advantages. He will be weak at 140 with the real no advantage. He would be killed at 147. Well, he's not going back down to 35, so. What up, GT? Let's not be delusional. What are we being delusional about? It's sorry, I was freezing. What's the delusion, GT? I think the fight elevated Shakur because I see Shakur beating them both. You from Jersey? Band up. You from Jersey? Be honest. Are you from Jersey? Or one of the neighboring shits of Jersey? Because I think you are. Timothy Bradley was wrong on his allegations. He doesn't seem to mention Devin agreed with the new terms and took $1.5 million. I don't even know what Timothy Bradley said, and honestly, who cares? Well, you got somebody who agrees with you. I'm from Seattle. All right. Just checking. Shakur could possibly beat them both. That's why everybody loves this division, because all of them could possibly beat each other, with the exception of Devin. Now, before that, though, we all thought Devin could beat everybody. Remember, all of us, including me. We thought Devin could probably outbox all of them, not knock them out, but box them. The delusion of Ryan beating Boots. Yeah, that's wild. I don't think he could beat Boots. That's Seattle. I've been to Seattle once. Dope, dope city. Devin got busted up. Damn. Sure did. Do you think the fight was like Devin's Floyd versus Shane and he failed it? No, not really. What do you think about Gary Antoine Russell? You think he is in the top five at 140? And he's been too inactive. Is Devin exposed now? Yes, yes, and yes. I don't like the word exposed because that's just like he was lying to us. He never claimed. Well, actually, he did claim to be able to knock people out. But yes, we now clearly see that Devin, his chin is questionable, but we're still not sure because Linares could punch and Ryan could punch. So maybe it's just hard punches landing. More like his defense is questionable. When the punch lands and you go down, you could blame the chin, but what about the defense? That's what got it true. I think Dev may be hurting himself by trying to dehydrate. Yeah, no shit. I'm sick Devin lost, not gonna lie. He will be back. Eon, I don't know. We'll see. Ryan cheated, fight under terms of agreement, doesn't count for me. Yeah, okay. Hi. Hello, Kalia. Greetings. Hello, Eon. Should Devin lose his belt? No, because Ryan didn't make weight. Doesn't work that way. You got to make weight to fight for a belt. You don't make weight, you don't fight for a motherfucking belt. Simple. And we forget Devin's still champion, so his next fight will probably be some kind of a mandatory. I forgot he was still champion. In my opinion, I mean, let's be honest. He kind of mopped the canvas with Dev. No disrespect, because it takes. Dev was mad, determined, showed a lot of heart, getting up and trying to swing as hard as he could. That shit. I mean, Brian didn't even do that when Tank dropped him to the body. So Dev has heart. How was the atmosphere in Brooklyn in the Barclays? Crazy atmosphere. It was a very neutral crowd. Everybody. That's the one good thing I would say about not having it in Cali, because you would have had a lot of people voting for one or the other person. This was neutral because none of us were. And anytime anything excited happened from either guy, people went crazy. Now, granted, the only thing Dev did that was exciting was that one shot that he landed on Ryan, where Ryan, took it and then got mad and came at him. But the crowd went nuts. You've seen Haney celebrating. No, what do you mean? Oh, at the end when he got up on the ropes. Yeah, that was whom you got the ball. Better be by stoppage. Haney should have pulled out. Pause, pause, pause. You always pull out. Wrong conversation, right? We're not talking about the same thing, are we? Okay. Back to boxing. Ryan purposely came in above 3 pounds. No, he didn't. You didn't purposely do shit. He just didn't want to. Purposely means he put weight on. He purposely didn't try to lose the weight that he felt natural at. That's different. Name the top five at 140 now. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. I have to look at the list. Dev better fight Sandor Martin next. Is mandatory. That's probably what's going to happen. And it's an easier fight than any of the four horsemen. Dev showed heart. Yep, he sure did. Showed mad heart. What's up, Trey? They sold out Barclays. They did. They might have given some of those tickets away, but either way, it was packed. Where was Dev pound for pound? And where should Ryan be now? Dev is not on the pound for pound anymore. Ryan is. I don't know where, but one's off, one's on. Haney was celebrating still being champion after losing. What do you mean? How? No, did he? Mark, what do you think about Haney and the bow arrow jab? What's a bow arrow jab? What are you talking about? Devin's jaw looks fractured or broken. It was definitely affected. Yeah, I don't think it was fractured. You could tell when he was talking. But it might have been, actually. Who knows? What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Jimmy? Ryan Trainer just said he wanted 143. Yeah, I know. It was on your own show, TBV. Yeah, I know. Ryan versus Regis. That's not bad. Smells like OTR. 0 fucks given. Okay. Ryan looked like the final boss on the Fight Night Champion. Damn. Yeah, he kind of did, right? I think both fighters' day is great. I think both fighters' day is great. What do you mean? Ryan, the best at 140 without doubt. I don't know about that, man. You think he's better than Tio? Tio? Subriel? Matthias? And Tio. Think he's better? Only thing is Ryan has never really made 140. That's true. The bow and arrow jab is basically the same form as you shooting a bow and arrow or backhand that doesn't protect your chin. Oh, you mean like doing this? Like jabbing with your hand out? I don't really get it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. He throws a jab and pulls his right hand back. Oh. That's not really when he throws a jab. That's when he throws the left hook. I mean, it's when he throws both punches. Whatever. When you're as fast as he is, I did a video. Did you guys see my video I dropped today about Ryan? When you're as fast as Ryan is, you can make mistakes. I call it's the Roy Jones syndrome. When you have the kind of speed that you could pop off, pop off at any moment and nail somebody, pause again, before they have time to react, you don't need to do any of this other technical shit. You don't need to set. I was like that. I'm not just making it up. Go check my videos. I was like that. My mind and my fists operated at the exact same time. The second I saw an opening, I'm there. The second I saw opening, boom, I'm hitting you. So when you have that kind of speed, you don't need to do. You don't see people with technical. They don't use technical ability as much. They don't use traps or setups. They see the opening, they can hit it. They don't have to force the opening. They pull the trigger the second they see it. That's what Ryan does. Now against Tank, it got him countered, but maybe there was truth to him being totally drained against Tank. Look at the Tank. Watch the Tank fight right now, and watch the Devin Haney fight, and look how much different Ryan's body looks. Significantly heavier. And that was only, what, 2 years ago? Just saying. Yep. No, we're talking about Devin Haney's jab. He throws it with a bow and arrow form. Oh, well, I just wasted all this for nothing. Does he? I didn't see that. Tio gets murdered by Matthias unless he's able to outbox. Nah, you're wilding out, GT. GT is smoking marijuana. That's one of Haney's flaws. Well, fine. Nobody ever seemed to pay for it before that. Santos Ali was the only one I saw get away with the bow and arrow jab. Santos Ali? Who the hell is that? Who's Santos Ali? You mean Muhammad Ali? That's a really weird autocorrect if you meant Muhammad Ali. With all of Devin's skill, it's still shocking Ryan did so well. Yeah. Well, it's because he made us think he's all crazy. You know, he made everybody think he's crazy. I think there's a lot of stereotyping him. Good-looking Mexican kid. Doesn't look like a fighter. Doesn't seem like a fighter. Seems like a TikTok model. Thinks a lot of stereotyping. I got stereotyped when I was boxing. Oh, the skinny white boy can't fight. And then when they got hit, it was a different ball game. But I always got underestimated. Then once they fought me, I got mad respect. What do you think about? I think Benavidez stops him. Ryan boxed great and Deb showed big heart. That's the truth. That is the tagline for the fight. Matthias looked overrated as F to me. No defense, but his offense is all he needs because he's knocked everybody out that he's ever fought. Everybody. He's knocked out every person that he's ever fought. So, booyaka. I honestly think Ryan wasn't even trolling. He was trolling. He was making people. I heard that he bet $2 million on himself. So he bets $2 million. He has the odds drop all the way down because people think he's crazy and not training and drinking and smoking weed and chilling in clubs all night. So the odds are going to go even further down. That's what happened. I think he did that on purpose, and he bet $2 million. So that $2 million probably turned into, I don't know, 8-1 odds. 14 million, right? Is that what that is? If he bets 2, there you go. I rewatched the fight and it was closer. It was Matt Trey. It was 6 rounds to 6 rounds. 6 rounds, 6 rounds. So it was close by rounds, but it was a landslide by points, right? And that 7th round is a 10-7 round because he not only did he drop him, but he almost had him out. He almost had him stopped. Then the referee took a point away. So instead of 10-7, it's a 9-7 round now. So Ryan, it's 6-6 with 2 10-8s and 1 9-7 round. So that's a 6-point difference. So the 109, 116 or whatever it would be, 6 points would be whatever it is. To me, it was a 6-point difference. So that's a landslide on the scorecards. But by rounds, it was dead even. 6 rounds, 6 rounds. But Devin spent the half of the fight holding on for dear life and getting mopped around the canvas and having not other knockdowns that should have been called, not called. Ryan spent the half of the fight that he was losing, not throwing, not caring about what comes at him, not really getting hit with anything clean except one punch I can remember, and doing his Victorville shell and holding. One guy was in constant danger. The other guy chose not to fight. So even though it was close, when you look at why it was close, it was not close. What's up, Lightning? Ryan was smarter than we thought, a better boxer than, yeah. Well, I mean, anybody who's seen the kid fight knows he's a good boxer. He's a 220 fights as an amateur. That's a good boxer. 220 fights as an amateur. He was 215-5, I believe. I mean, come on. 215-5? That's wild. It is. It's the Victorville shell. That's what you call it. He almost completely turns around on you. It's the Victorville dreidel. The Victorville dreidel shell? I don't know. But he doesn't turn around enough to where he has to get warned. So, fuck it. I did defense. I didn't turn around that much. I was more like James Toney because James Toney almost turned his back towards you. Almost. So did Floyd. They give you your back. So Dev did what he should have done. He should have been doing that the whole time. He should have jabbed, stepped to the right, and started throwing right hands straight and hooks to the body. He would have been almost behind him, would have got off so many shots, and the kidneys were back there. You land flush and hard. Dev didn't have the power, I don't think, but you land flush and hard in the kidneys, he goes down. And those are all points. Body shots are points. Bell kept telling him to roll Ryan's hook, but Ryan was too. What's roll his hook mean? What's that mean? Like roll from it? I don't get it. Yeah, of course he's too fast. I heard Bill didn't want rehydrated weights known, or they would have been released. Yeah, probably. Probably would have. Devin probably rehydrated more than Ryan, so probably makes his son look bad. Ryan looks small and weak in the Tank fight, but idiots want to say Tank's resume is aging fine wine. I don't know. Really, Dev, really? No, okay. You guys can go at it. California roll. I think it's a Victorville dreidel roll. What up, Toya? Ryan let Dev hit the kidney. Dev has pillow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. What up? Can't roll something you can't see, though. Exactly. Marco finally caught you live. Good. Weren't you here last night? What you talking about? This loss will okay for Devin. He only lost to a pound for pound fighter. If you're gonna say Tank was wrong, then Ryan doesn't count. Devin, lucky Ryan doesn't know how to finish. Devin was holding on to dear life. He knows how to finish. You got to slip that hook. You can't slip a hook. You can duck under a hook. You can't slip a hook. Because if you don't slip far back enough, you get sprawled out. Tank resume is aging well. Sure is. No, not your night chat. Okay. Well, this isn't really my normal night chat. I usually go on about an hour and a half from now, which I still might do. We'll see. How you get beat up by a man you beat you 3 times. You beat 3 times. Yep. Well, amateurs and pros, different animals. That's why. Devin survived. Yeah, Devin survived really well. Yeah, Tank was slipping under that, but you're gonna lose your mind when I say this, Latoya. But that's it is what it is. If you look at the of how much slimmer and smaller Ryan was when he fought Tank, there's a huge difference. So who knows? Who knows what happens if they fight now? Tank could do the same thing, or he can get a little more resistance, or he could lose. Who knows? I don't know. I'd still bet on Tank if they fought right now. I'd have to bet on Tank. What do you think about the guy Crawford's fighting? Is that official? Big shout out to my man Julio Guzman hitting me with a 5-piece right in my dome piece. 5 right here on the chin. Appreciate you. Still don't understand how Haney, who can't break an egg, stayed in the pocket against a big puncher. Needed to move and counter. Well, Julio, 2 things. First, they did that whole ego shit at the weigh-in. Well, stay in the pocket. I'll stay in the pocket. All right, we'll stay in the pocket. Make a bet. Make a bet. That's why. Ego. 2, for the first time in his career, Devin faced a man taller than him who also stands more upright, which gives him more range. Devin would have a much harder time boxing somebody who's taller and has more range. So him popping that jab and keeping him on the end of his punches wouldn't do anything because Ryan could keep him on the end of his punches and Dev won't be able to touch him. So that's why. That's why the boxing, I don't think, would have done much. But he could have tried at least. He was trying to walk him down for the times where it wasn't hurt. I might do one tonight. I'm not sure. Ryan hit him with the same shots over and over again. Yeah. Dev has no survival skills. A real ref would have took points for holding. I agree with that. And that point that the ref took from Ryan while Dev was about to get the 3rd knockdown and be counted out of the fight, that was messed up. Well, not the 3rd, but the fight was about to be stopped. Dev was on shaky legs, and Ryan was all over him. And then Ryan did hit him in the break, which was a dumbass move, I guess. But the ref shouldn't have taken a point. Should have quick warning. But Ryan should have been careful. He should know when somebody's hurt, you follow the rules. Otherwise, the fight's stopped. They get time to recover. Daddy life. What up with Haney going away from his box first game plan? That was damn. I'm way past. You guys are like drowning me here. Let me go, Crows. Bro, I'm a boxer. Word. I'm at 140. Word. Show them some videos. Hit the like button. Yeah, guys, please hit the like button. I don't know what we're at, but it's probably not too good. Let me look you up on Boxer. Are you guys going at it? Oh boy. Sure you do. I don't get people saying Tank wins aged well. Each of his wins had rehydration clauses. Yeah. I mean, yeah. They did, but I don't know, man. That's what we're living in boxing right now. We're living in an era where the money dudes, the A side dudes, whatever you want to call them, they control all the negotiations. There is not set contracts. There's not set stipulations in the contracts. Everything is up for grabs and able to be changed on a per fight basis. And Tank wants to do that. It's their right to say, fuck you. I'm not doing that. But they don't. They follow it because they want to beat Tank and not only get the legacy from beating Tank, but get the money. So it's on them. That's on them. So I don't look at all that. You don't want to do a rehydration clause? Don't take the fight. Go make 5 to 10 million less and fight somebody else and win. Possibly. I trust you, this YouTube. I won't argue with someone who boxes. You are right. There you go. Good job. I don't see Haney recovering from this. It was career changing. Nah, no, it wasn't. He could recover. He could recover. Anybody could recover from anything. It's all about your mental fortitude. What's up, Dreco? That's crazy because I knew leading up to the fight Ryan was gone over overcome the antics. Yeah, well, seemed like he did. Only thing that Tank isn't hydrating to crazy levels those fights either, so I can't take away from Tank beating bigger fighters. True. Make it make sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We got to see though who Tank fights next. We got to see who Ryan fights next, who Devin fights next. Hold on one second, guys. All right, I'm back. Back. All right, what are we doing here? What's going on? Does Devin need to move up or just lacks a chin? I don't think he can make 40. He's talking about 47 before this loss, so it's probably the latter. The chin is probably questionable. Nah, Tank fought a toothpick version of Ryan. I agree, he did. Y'all mad because he a fighter given his weight. Well, hey, it's you can't blame anybody. You blame both fighters. Tank is a small dude. He's 5'5". He's stocky, but he's 5'5". He probably is not naturally going to go over 140 because he's just not that big. So if you want to fight him at 140, then he'll fight you. But he doesn't want to fight dudes who are really 147 or 154, but have the ability to drop 20 pounds and then rehydrate back those 20 pounds. He doesn't want to do that. So if he doesn't want to do that, then he doesn't have to. I don't think it's fair. Glad who said what? Life. Glad who said what? How many rounds do you think Frank Martin wins? 4, maybe? Real truth. Not only beating bigger fighters, but getting the KO. Yeah. Marco, I could tell you Tank fighting next. It will be Pitbull at 140. PBC not exposing. Nah, he's not going to fight Pitbull again. I don't think so. Danny Jacobs came in overweight on purpose and still lost. True. Diego Corrales and Castillo 2. Castillo came in overweight and knocked Corrales out pretty easily too. But sometimes you have two fighters that are not naturally the same size. They can make it work. They can each finagle and make it work. But the truth is, when they're at their man strength, they're fully grown in their late 20s, early 30s, their natural body weights are just not the same size. And I don't think Tank is the same size as Ryan. There is a 5-inch height difference. 5 inches. That's almost half a foot. Regis said he has hydration clause against Devin. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Ryan wasn't at his best. Tank fought a weakened Ryan. Regis is actual. Regis actually said that the way Devin rehydrated in their fight was illegal in their contract. Well, then he should have taken recourse legally. Well, illegal in region. Well, whatever. Whatever. Devin whooped Regis' ass. Devin whooped Kambosos' ass. He had a questionable win, very questionable against Loma. He clearly beat Linares. And Ryan, unfortunately, wiped the canvas with him. So that's what's happened. Forget about why and contracts and weights. Let's talk boxing because there's always going to be things to break down. No fighter's ever 100%. Ever. When I fought, my last pro fight, I had a cold. Granted, it didn't take too much out of me, but I wasn't 100%. You get what I'm saying? There's always something there. Make Devin versus Boots. Are you trying to kill this kid? Devin versus Boots. Smells. You must be smelling that weed smoke. Smells like weed smoke in Smells house. Devin versus Boots. Boots would kick the shit out of Devin. I mean, just beat the shit out of him. And do a slow motion, do a Michael Jackson spin while he's punching him. Just silly shit. He might pop out some Red Bulls and start juggling while he's whooping his ass. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Nah, you don't want to do that. Don't do that. Don't want to do that. That's wild. Come on. Stop being silly. You gotta stop being silly. You don't want to do that. Devin versus Boots. What? Just throw him in against Mike Tyson, too. Actually, Tyson's old, so. Devin lost so much value. That 500K bet against Ryan was worth it now. Bill Haney been quiet. Well, it's just, look, guys, that's his son. Like, don't shit on Bill. Or I know he says shit and he talks about killing people. And maybe he shouldn't do that, but that's his son. What's he going to? You guys, I'm sure a lot of you have kids in here. If your kid got his ass whooped, how would you feel? Devin stock, yeah, that's a fact, James. Bill got to get this work as much as shit as he talked. What, against Tank? I know Latoya's in Baltimore. There is no way, or in Maryland at least. There's no, Latoya, confirm that for us. You're definitely live in Maryland. I would bet whatever little money I have on that you live in Maryland. For sure. You might be Tank's damn cousin. Salute, Marco. What about Brian versus Boots? No. Let me tell you something. You're from Chicago? God damn. Okay, well, then I'm wrong. Oh, let me go back to this one, though. Cool. First of all, stop drinking because it's a weekday. Don't drink during the week. Nobody who started their career at 130 pounds should ever fight Boots. Ever. In the pros. It just shouldn't happen. Because they will get their shit split. Don't do that. Bad idea. To reply to your comment about Devin not being able to box Ryan because they're the same height, I've seen a ton of smaller boxers. You have. But Ryan fights upward and backward. It's all about styles. So you're right, Julio. Sometimes it does happen. Sometimes it doesn't. I think it wouldn't have been easy for Ryan because Ryan can get on his toes. He fights upwards. He's very erect. Pause. When he fights. So it would be harder. But, nothing's all or nothing. When I say something, I don't mean every fighter and that's it. There's always exceptions to everything. It's not just about Tank. It's Bill. The shit you've been saying about other fighter. Nah, you love Tank. Don't front. You love Tank. Latoya, I see a lot of fans like you who really support one fighter, and then I've talked about this, but end up hating another fighter, and just don't need to hate the other fighter. You can support Tank, but you don't have to hate Devin or, you know what I'm saying? What's the point of that? I get if you were in his camp, but you just support him. You're not his cousin or in his camp, so you don't have to hate the other dude. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Seth? How will Devin's power transfer? Not a no. Can Ryan give Boots a challenge? Yeah. You give him a challenge, but I wouldn't do that. And look, Ryan has a chance of beating Boots. I don't think it's but I would not take that risk. That's not a smart thing to do. Ryan looked like a young Oscar. Nah, no, he didn't. Ryan throws one punch at a time, maybe two punches at a time. Oscar will pop off 15 punches. Oscar had way more tools. Ryan is one punch. Like, if he throws one punch at a time, he's a little faster than Oscar. I'll give him that. He's one of the fastest I've ever seen. But at combination punching, Oscar blows him out of the water. IQ, Oscar blows him out of the water. Power, I think Oscar hit harder. Ryan's just faster. And they're the same height. good. You shouldn't hate anybody. You lost, Baldy? Who's bald? Me? What the hell are you talking about? Talking to Latoya? Why? That's just weird. Why are you calling a girl bald? Shaking my head. You whites, you understand. Oh no. We're going there. Don't be mean. Don't step out of line. That's not nice. You never ever drank, smoke, or done any drugs. I just want to hear what you would say, and I agree. Huh? What the hell are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? Hmm. Okay. They're probably cursing each other, I assume. De La Hoya is underrated to this generation. Yeah, they don't know. They just know that he now can't keep a relationship with any of his fighters. That's all they know of Oscar. They all talk shit about him and leave Golden Boy. You know what I'm saying? Devin versus Ryan at 47 or 43. What's the outcome? Same. If Ryan trained where he didn't have to hold for half the fight because he was getting tired, he would have kicked the shit out of Devin, even worse. What if he had his foot in the gas the whole fight? Then what? What's Devin do? Why is everybody making excuses for Devin losing, saying Ryan cheated? Who's saying Ryan cheated? What are you talking about? I think Tio versus Ryan truly 50-50. I agree. When you go back on Boxing Voice, make sure to ask them guys, is Devin Joe okay? You could ask him that. Destroyed. Ryan versus Tio is the fight to make next. I asked Tio Sr. last night, those of you who saw it, and he didn't really give a full answer if he wants to fight him or not. I couldn't really understand what he meant, but I agree. Everybody but you and like two other channels is saying Ryan cheated. Cheated how? I would love Ryan versus Tio. Yeah, that'd be dope. Devin got exposed by a fight, his age, height. Yep, agreed. Was good, Joseph. Tio Sr. avoided the question. Yeah, I mean, he was also, I think he's sipping a little bit of the syrup. Tio don't want to see Ryan. I don't know. I don't know about that. Even Tim Bradley. I think Ryan wins, but good ass fight. Against Tio, I'd have to lean towards Tio. I'm sick, my bro. That sucks. Missing weight on purpose is cheating, I guess. Oh. Devin could have not wanted to fight him. It's on him. He could have said, nope, I'm not doing it. And contractually he'd been fine doing that. Too speedy in the later rounds. Because you asking the stupid questions, he explaining to you how Ryan is moving up. What you're talking about? They saying that because 3 pounds. Who was Tio fighting? Nobody. Yeah, I don't know who he's fighting. He said he's fighting June 29th. I don't think his pops told me who. Mark, I was talking to you about my question on Ryan versus Boots. I never drank, smoked, or done no drugs, and I agree with you. Boots kills Ryan. Well, you should smoke a little if you're going to want them to fight because you're trying to hurt the poor kid. Ha ha ha. Awesome interview. I love Tio. Yeah, he's cool. I love Tio too. They think Ryan is crazy. Trust me, they're not trying to see Ryan at all. 140 with no BS involved. Yep. What's up, Ninja? Marco, enjoy your commentary while on TVV. Insightful and educated. Shout. Thank you. Appreciate you. Ryan versus Errol would be lit. Would it, though? Would it? I don't know. How do you do a fight between Ryan and Connor Ben plays out? I don't know. Connor Ben, that'd be a good fight because Connor Ben hits really hard. Can he take Ryan's shots? That's the question. I think Tio changed the opponent now. Yeah. Well, what do you think about the co-event? Barbosa lost. I think everybody saw that, right? He got outboxed. So Ralph, Ryan destroys Errol. He ain't the same after that Crawford fight. Bet. Probably correct. That's probably truth right there. What do you think about Shakur versus Ryan at a catch weight? Ryan's not doing a catch weight, so that's not going to happen. Tio and Matias in the fight to make 140. Tank and Tio's the fight to make. Tank versus Tio would prove to be one of the most exciting fights in boxing. Telling you right now. They'd bomb each other out. I got Ryan knocking out Errol. Maybe. What adjustments did you see Devin making, if none? He didn't do anything. He kept coming forward and holding. And trying to throw, but getting beat to the punch every time. Ryan is done with catch weights. Yep, that's a fact. As he should be. Hell yeah, Barbosa lost. Yeah, he did, man. Mexican boxing numero uno. Okay. If Errol can't beat Ryan, he should retire. I don't know about that. Shakur beats Ryan at 143. Ryan, I don't know about that. Because Ryan has just shown us that if anybody gets hit, they go bye-bye. And he's fast enough to hit anybody. That's what I said. One thing I will say, you guys know me, I did say that I think Dev's going to win, but Ryan has a good chance to drop him or hurt him because he's so fast. I didn't think he would hurt him that bad. I thought it'd be like a flash. He'd get up, he'd be good. You look salty. Who looks salty? Marco, stop. What are you talking about? Crips. I don't know. The wrenches might need to take care of this. This is just some wacky shit going on. Why is the weight classes weird? 135, 140, 154, not 40, 53, but why can't it go with 5 pounds? Yeah, that's a great question. A great question. I don't know. Don't know the answer to that. Got a plan till you get punched. Yep, that's a fact, CCI. Everybody got a plan until they get snuffed out. Could be Devin's suspect. Devin has a suspect chin for sure. Tio was telling us that yesterday. Tiafimo Sr. said that when Tio sparred him, he wobbled him. The chin was suspect then too. What's up, Rick? What's popping? Shakur never been stunned yet. Nope. That's true. Devin only got stunned once. Okay. Support master? I don't have anybody who's a support master. You're talking about Ness? Well, that's between you and him. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't care. I don't think Tank will take that rematch with Ryan. Probably not. Shakur ducks the hook and goes to the body. Maybe. Or maybe he walks right into a left hook and goes night-night. Who knows? Garcia probably beats Fundora, no boots. Let's not get carried away. We don't really know what Garcia is capable of. We know he could knock out most people, and we know he's super fast. But we don't know if he'll be able to land on everybody. We just don't know yet. Let's not think he beats everybody now because he had one good performance. He does have the tools to beat everybody. You think they should have a 140 tournament? Yep. This could be the case of familiarity. Pacquiao murking everyone. But Marquez always gave him problems because they fought each other so much. Yep. Yeah, get the likes up, man. 37's garbage city. I like Shakur. I could tell his defense is it is, but when somebody's faster than you, when they have faster reflexes, it doesn't matter how good your defense is. They're going to land before you have a chance to react. And that's what Ryan does. I used to do that too. That's how I know. Tio versus Tank would be infamous. I have Tio winning that fight. Okay. Not a popular choice, but very probable. Ryan quick, but Shakur just as quick. Nah, no, he's not. Shakur does not throw punches just as fast as Ryan. Shakur has very quick head movement, but he doesn't throw as fast as Ryan. What the hell is Raza? What are you talking about? Shakira needs to run it back with Edwin so he can. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. How can Ryan's speed be neutralized? Smothered. You have to smother him. And don't give him or stay out of his range or smother him. That's it. That's all you could do. Tank versus Tyrion New Hair. Yep. Word up. Shakur versus Ryan. That'd be fun. But I don't think Shakur's going to come up to 47 or 43 or 45 or whatever. Gary Sourbuts. That's funny. I heard people saying 3.3 pounds wasn't huge. Of course, it was half the weight between. It's not huge at all. Oh, wow. Shakur's fast as hell. He is fast, but he's not as fast as Ryan with his punches. Shakur lost that fight because he's scared to get hit and not engage the whole fight. Apparently, he hurt his hand, which I'm inclined to believe because he didn't fight like he's ever fought before. He was way more cautious than we've ever seen. Marco, why did I just rewatch the fights and Haney shit himself when he got dropped? Because he's never been dropped. And how do we react when something happens to us that we've never experienced? That is our worst nightmare. That's our worst embarrassment. How do we react? That's a human emotion. I mean, some people might get up and he still got up and fought. He just didn't expect it. He was shocked. He was shocked. Shakur has no power. Shakur and Haney would be good. Yeah. What's up, Joe? What's up, Joe? What's up, Kicks? Haney versus Shakur. Who I got? I got Shakur. Where does Evan Haney go from here? And do you not feel like it was an off night for Haney? No, I don't think it was an off night. I think he got hit repeatedly, clean, by a very fast, hard puncher. That's not an off night. Off night is when you're not doing what you do, not when you get clipped repeatedly. Seventh encounter. Devin didn't cry. Shakur would cry if he lost. No, he's not a fucking kid anymore. If the fights were both way that if the fight was both way, I don't know what the hell you're saying. Say it again, please. First comment. Hmm. When will Devin get over this embarrassment? Will he ever be the same after that much damage? That's hard to tell. A lot of fighters get over it. A lot don't. It's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell. In your opinion, what fight do you want to see next? Tio Tank. Tio Tank, Canelo Benavides. How you like them apples? And then Fury AJ. Unless Usyk wins, which I don't think is going to happen, but could. It could. Yeah, but he doesn't normally get hot. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he adjusted after getting rocked. Doesn't normally get hit, you meant. Well, I mean, that's not an off night. That's getting hit and getting knocked out of your game plan because you got hit. Because you didn't move away out of the way of a punch, which is the number one job you have to do when you're boxing is move the fuck the way out of a punch. So that's not an off night. Bill is in his room with him right now. Come on. Fans these days need to recognize that it's okay to lose. Yep, that's a fact. That's a fact right there. That is a fact. Haney versus Lopez. Okay. What up, Low? What up, Low? Teofimo Lopez is fighting Elvis Rodriguez, 29th. How do you see that going? Tio Sr. told you he's fighting the number 7 guy at WBO. That's Elvis, bro. Okay. Well, Tio stops him. But if we get a Tio that's not a top of his game, then it might be a close fight. But Tio should stop him. Ryan versus Cruz. LOL. Poop emojis. What's up, Mark? Marco, keep up the good work. Appreciate you. That's a dope ass icon. Old school Iron Mike was the man. Definitely like Haney more with a loss versus avoiding fights. Dev looks for bigger challenges. True. True. Dev, one thing to say about Dev. Dev took all of the good big fights. That's one thing. He didn't duck. He took all the big fights. Searching for greatness. Big shout to my man Kenneth Perry, dropping me with that one piece, popping me one shot right in the chin. Damn, that's just pause written all over it. You know what I'm saying. Appreciate you, Kenneth. FYI, New was crazy saying Ryan is top. Who's New? Top 10 pound for pound. He's only has one win. Ryan. Oh, you mean Ness? You probably meant Ness. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I see Ness's argument for it, but I also see yours. Does one win a top pound for pounder you make? I don't know. I don't know. Probably not. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. What do you think of the co-main event? I thought it was bad decision. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Arnold should have lost that fight for sure. Definitely. Who you got, Tio or Tank? I'd have to lean with Tank. I have to. But Tio has a great shot. Tio has. I would not be surprised at all if Tio won. Inoue versus Neri is going to be a fun fight. Yeah, when is that? Nowadays, it does. Between boxers don't fight often. Yeah, that's a fact. They don't fight often at all. Punks. They don't fight often at all. That's the truth. Okay. Here's my list. Bud number 1. Okay. Inoue 2. Okay. Canelo 4. Okay. Usyk 5. Okay. Bivol 6. Disagree with that one. Tio 7. Yes. Shakur. Disagree with that one. Tank. Yes. Better be. Yes. All right. You're wiling out, Low. You don't have You have Bivol over Benavidez. You have Shakur over Benavidez. You're wiling out. Wiling out. Like, big time wild. And you don't have Tank up there at all? All you do, he's 9. So I would remove Bivol and Shakur and put Benavidez and Beterbiev. Oh, yeah, Beterbiev. Okay, so you got to put Benavidez there. So you got to remove either Bivol or Shakur. It's up to you. You have Inoue? Yes. Okay. So you remove either Bivol or Shakur, and you put my man in there. Other than that, I like it. It's good stuff. Maybe 6. Big shout to my man Kenneth Perry, hitting me with that 2-piece. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Do you think Tank believes he can beat these top guys? He isn't trying. Yeah, he believes he could beat everybody. He's just being advised otherwise by people who are trying to look after his career, which I don't think is that bad. Bivol beat Canelo. What are you talking about? He beat Canelo, who went up well out of his weight class. Come on, Low. Canelo is like fucking 4 inches shorter. Canelo should, let's be honest, Canelo should really be fighting at 60, not even 68. Forget. The only reason he was successful at 68 is because he's supremely skilled, has a crazy good chin and good power. He should be at 60. So he goes up and fights a dude 5 inches taller who's a good naturally 20 pounds heavier. I don't count that. That's why. That's my opinion. You look at it differently? That's cool. Glad you had Bud on number 1. Yeah, Bud has to be number 1. But Canelo's still up there because that kind of loss doesn't take him out, in my opinion. Tank should be up there for sure. I don't know about Ryan, though. I don't think Ryan should be up there. Benavidez not beating Bivol. We'll see. I disagree, but we'll see. Benavidez no higher than 10. I don't know where he's at, but he's in there. Canelo was once a champ there. If you give prior credit for Alexis, you have to give. I don't know about all I'm not talking about the 80s. Like right now, let's talk about right now. And I explained why I don't put Bivol there, but I get the argument for wanting to put him there because he beat Canelo, but other than Canelo, it's kind of like you don't put Ryan in top 10 for beating Haney, but you put Bivol there for it's. I get Canelo was a more accredited fighter. He was the number one in the world, but it's still just one fight. I don't think any fighter should be in the pound for pound list from just having one elite victory. That's how I feel. Who do you think has the best chance of beating Bud, Tank, and Shakur? Boots. Who's Crawford fighting next? Is he good? Some Russian dude. I don't even know who he is. I don't even know who he is. Come on, Marco. Bivol has a better body of work than Ryan. True, but the point is they both only have one elite victory under their belts. Bivol does not have anybody elite under his belt. A win. Elite. Ryan doesn't have anybody elite either, except for Devin, and Bivol has one, Canelo. So that's my point. I don't put one fighter in the pound for pound for just winning one fight. And that's kind of what Ryan did. He won one fight, so he doesn't belong there, which is what you said, which I agree. But the same for me goes for Bivol. Even though Canelo is the former pound for pound great, there's a little more of an argument for it because Canelo's Canelo, but nah. Mark, you just said the opposite on the rehydration clauses. Huh? Canelo took the fight against Bivol regardless of the size. What do you mean I said the opposite? I don't get it. How is that opposite? What you talking about? Bivol has run through and he's been consistent. That's true. But I still don't put him there for just beating one elite fighter. That doesn't change. And I put people, look, there's a problem, Lo. All of us have different criteria for pound. So we can go in circles, right? I'm not saying you're wrong. That's just your criteria. That's fine. Mine, I look for resume, which Bivol does not have a great resume. He has a good one, not a great one. And the way they look. So somebody like Roy Jones, who didn't have the best competition at 75, which wasn't his fault. That's just the way the era was. He looked fucking spectacular. Bivol does not look spectacular. He looks just above average, maybe upper middle class. He's not an upper class fighter. He's an upper middle class fighter. So for me, it has to be the way you look, the 1 in a million skill you might possess, which Bivol does not, or your resume has to be packed, or at least have a few elite wins, which Bivol's does not. So that's why Bivol, to me, doesn't land on the top 10 pound for pound. That's me. Canelo was top 2 pound for pound. Bivol beat Ryan, who was near the bottom. No. I was Crawford versus Canelo. Yeah, I want that. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I don't think Crawford beats him. I think the size will be too big, but you never know. You never know. They're the same height, just Canelo's much more beefy. Pause. And because I feel Crawford deserves the chance to get knocked out by Nello. Damn. That's vicious. I also wanted Spence to get the fight before he lost. Yeah, well, Canelo is also at the stage of his career where he is taking fights that are not going to be too challenging. What do you think about Canelo's fight next? I think he said he'll never fight a Mexican. He's doing it. And it's one of the biggest ducks in history, not fighting Benavidez. And you guys know I don't talk about ducks. I don't criticize fighters, but this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So it's kind of like same thing with Tank. Tank should have been fighting Shakur or Tio. That's who Tank should have been fighting, not Frank F. and Martin. Frank's a good fighter, but there's 4 horsemen have been around for a while. One just lost, but he should have been fighting Haney. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have been fighting any of those other 3. But slowly they're going to knock themselves off and lose, and then maybe we'll just be down to 2 of them. It'll be Tank versus whoever, and then they fight, and now we get the best 140-pounder in the generation. Because we didn't get to see them lose against each other, so they're slowly canceling themselves out. They'll be left with like one dude. Can Crawford become undisputed at 54? Yeah, he can. Will he? Well, Virgil Ortiz has something to say about it. Charlo has something to say about it. Fundora has something to say about it. Tim Tszyu has something to say about it. And you ready? Boots has something to say about it because he confirmed he's going to 154 too. So we have to wait and see. Hold on one second, guys. I'm back, baby. Yeah, 154, Ralph, is stacked for show, like implants. That's a titty thing, whatever. Yeah, 154 is stacked. That's a fact. All right, guys, I'm gonna bounce out of here. Maybe I'll jump on in like another couple hours for a little bit, see if anybody's around. All right, appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button on your way out, and I will catch you guys maybe in a few hours. All right, peace, sickles.